taking the MAC Natural Radiance Base, and I'm just applying this all over my It's been, how many seconds has it been? I already messed up. It's literally been 9 seconds. Okay. But I'm just applying this all over my skin to prime it, and this gives you a really nice illuminated look. So if you like glowy skin, I would definitely recommend checking this out. And then I'm taking the Urban Decay, just kidding, this is the Revlon Photo Ready Foundation. I wasn't even close. And I'm just applying this all over my face using a Crown Beauty concealer brush. Don't ask me why I like using this. I used it in my everyday makeup routine, like the same brush to apply my foundation. I know it's really weird. I don't know why I like doing that, but I feel like I get like more precision and I get the foundation more spread out, so it's so much easier to blend. But I'm just applying that all over my face and blending it in using a damp beauty blender like always. Next, I'm taking a little bit of the Maybelline Master Conceal Concealer, and I'm just applying this under my eyes and any places I want to highlight. And if you watch my everyday makeup routine, then you probably know on a normal basis I highlight before I put on my foundation. I know that's so weird, but like, I know you're supposed to highlight like after, but I like the way it looks when I put the lighter concealer under my foundation, because usually my foundation is really light, so it kind of just like lets it show through. But today, since I used that Revlon foundation, it was a lot heavier, so I like to apply the concealer over top because otherwise it literally wouldn't have been visible. So I just applied it over top instead of under my foundation. I'm literally a weirdo, I know. But I'm just applying this under my eyes, on the bridge of my nose, my chin, and on my eyelids, as well as a little bit on my forehead. And instead of using my beauty blender, at first I went in with a Real Techniques, I don't know what this brush is called. It's like the foundation brush. What is it called? I don't even know. I'll have a name on the screen because I can go check later on, but I'm blending in all of the concealer except for the concealer right beneath my eyes, because I like to use a beauty blender for that because I don't want to shove a brush in my eye because it's not very pleasant. So, yeah. Next, I'm taking the Laura Mercier translucent powder, and don't ask me why, but I decided that I would attempt to bake on camera. I was literally just sitting there, I was like, oh, I'm going to try this today, and honestly, I think I did it wrong because I didn't really see a huge difference. It made my face feel really smooth and made my makeup last a really long time because I did go out after this, but it didn't like make a like huge difference in the brightness under my eyes, so I think I did it wrong. Like, you're probably supposed to do it with like a powder that's not translucent. So I don't really know how to do it. I'm gonna figure it out because I didn't really watch a tutorial. I just saw a girl do it in the Get Ready With Me, and I was like, I'm gonna try this, and I'm pretty sure I did it wrong. But while I let that set, I just use the e.l.f. eyebrow kit to fill in my eyebrows, and I don't fill them in all the time, but whenever I'm doing like more glam makeup and I feel like they're kind of washed out, I like to fill them in a little bit. And I have a scar in one of my eyebrows, and then the other one is just like a little bit sparse in the front because when I was younger, I accidentally waxed it off. So I just filled them in, and then I took a beauty blender and just like bounced that along my eyebrows to make them look a little bit more natural. And then I'm taking the MAC Painterly Paint Pot and using that to prime my lids to prep them for eyeshadow. Next, using the Too Faced Le Grand Palace palette. This is just the inside of the palette that has the actual eyeshadows in it. If you've ever seen it, it has like a dollhouse box. So freaking cute. And I'm using the shades Cobblestone and City Lights and just applying those into my crease as my transition shade. And I'm just using a fluffy blending brush. Next, I'm taking the shade Party Dress, which is just a bright hot pink color, and I'm just applying this into my entire crease, but I'm starting out on the outer part of my crease and then working my way inwards using a pencil brush. And I like to do this because I didn't want pink all over my lid because that would just make me look like I had like pink eye or something. So I just used a more precise brush so I could really get in there and keep all the shadow away from my lid. And I did obviously apply like an eyeshadow on my eyelid later on, so I wanted my lid to be really clean, and I just constantly kept applying more and then blending it and just building up the color until I was satisfied with the way it looked. Eiffel, and I'm just applying a little bit of this this onto my outer corner to add a little bit of smokiness and definition because I didn't want there to be so much pink. I felt like there needed to be a little bit of a contrast. So I just applied a little bit of that using the same brush, and then I went ahead and blended that. And then I'm taking the shade Arc de Triomphe and mixing it with the shade Moon on the Wings. And both of these are just like really fun, shimmery champagne colors. One of them is a little bit more pinky than the other, so I just mixed the two together. And I just applied that all over my lid. Here, I just blended once again using my blending brush so there wasn't any harsh lines between the pink and the champagne color. And then I'm going to be taking the shade Belle Femme, which is just a deep chocolatey brown color. And I just took this on the same blending brush. I literally love this brush. I use it for everything. It is so good. And I'm just applying this into my crease and outer corner because I felt like the look was kind of cool toned and I wanted to add a little bit more warmth. So I just applied this into my outer corner and blended it into my outer crease, but I didn't bring it all the way in. I just focused it on the outside of my eyes so that the inner part of my eyes was nice and bright. And then I'm taking the shade White Christmas and just applying this onto my brow bone as well as my inner corners. Moving on, I'm using the e.l.f. liquid eyeliner, and I accidentally bought this in the blue shade. I don't think you guys can see it on camera, but if you ever like meet me in person and you look at my eyeliner, it's literally navy blue because I didn't know that midnight wasn't black. Like, I thought midnight meant black, but no, it means blue. Who knew? Apparently not me. So I'm just applying a slight wing on my upper lash line, and I only did it on one eye because the other eye was completely out of frame. Next, I'm just applying a coat of the Maybelline The Falsies mascara. This is my all-time favorite mascara. If you've never used it, I would definitely check it out because I used to hate it, and I tried it again, and I fell in love with it. It literally makes my eyelashes look fake. I'm obsessed with it. Next, for lips, I'm lining them with the NYX lip liner in the shade Mauve or Mauve. I don't really know how to say it, but I don't really like the way my lips look when they're overdrawn. It's just like not something I ever do, but if you like to overdraw them, you definitely can. And then to fill them in, I'm using this NARS lip pencil. I don't really know how to say the name, but it's going to be on the screen. I love this color. It is so beautiful, and personally, I love this look, so I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to see more of me in the future, just hit that subscribe button to be notified whenever I upload. And I hope you guys have a great Valentine's Day, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye, guys!